My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is June 14th, 2024. It is 2 a.m. 1:58 a.m. on the dot. So yesterday I was supposed to do one more recording regarding security, but my kids had half a day. By the time I was about to do the recording, they were there. They were in the house, so I didn't get a chance to record it. So I'm gonna record that, and I've added 2 extra tweets in it, but I'm not sure I will go over them. I could easily shift them to this group, which was supposed to be the one I record tonight, but since I didn't record the security tweets yesterday, so I'm gonna record it first, and then if I have energy, I'll record these. And over the weekend, we're gonna be very busy because the summer's here. We're gonna be doing some stuff with the kids. We already know what we're gonna do. And then Sunday is my son's birthday, so he already told me where he wants to go for dinner. So we are booked this weekend. So let's look at the background. 4,292 subscribers, new subscribers welcome. Estimate revenue 156.31. And please, if you wanna support my channel, please donate to my PayPal, Cash App, or just go on my shop and see if you like some stuff and buy some stuff. These are the ways you could support my channel. And I hate to say this, beggars cannot be very picky, but don't do any transaction through YouTube because I'm not seeing the numbers. Okay, unless I don't understand something. There must be something I do not understand because the estimate revenue cannot be that low. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at analytics. Okay, 2,077 views in the last 48 hours. I don't know. It seems like as I get closer to when they're gonna send me a, I call it marking period. Okay, when they're gonna pay me for the month, as we get closer to that date, which is the 21st, it seems like they slow my videos, but my subscription is growing. I don't understand. These numbers don't match up with everything else. But anyway, I just hope my channel back end, the analytics are running organically without anyone interfering in the back end. That's all I'm saying, because I cannot manipulate these numbers at all. These I have no access. The only access I have is to view them. But in terms of changing numbers or do algorithm, some tech stuff, coding, I don't even know how to do coding, so I can't manipulate any of these numbers. So I don't understand how these numbers remain so low, but my subscription is growing. All right, so with that being said, let's go on Twitter. So this is the first tweet. I have about 10 tweets, I believe I said, and there's 2 I probably may not do. So let's get right to it. Okay, UK Home Office has denied Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lili police protection despite daily credible threats against them, where people have been convicted and imprisoned. Nigel had thrown against him, what is that, drinks? I saw the video. I wish I had bookmarked the video. I saw the video where that guy threw some stuff on him. Okay, against him by a girl. Oh, that was a girl? A girl he knew. Really? Home Office just offered him more police protection. Are you kidding me? That was someone he knew? What? Let me see here. Sky News, Nigel Farage has been offered additional private security by Home Office after milkshake and other objects were thrown at him during campaigning for a general election. For more on this and other news, visit... Okay, I don't have the link and I don't think I want to read it. So that was someone he knew. Let me pause for a second and look into that. Okay, so I don't see anything. The only thing that I see is just that they mentioned the incident. Nigel Farage offered private security as man charged after object thrown at Nigel Farage. Okay, so I don't see anything where they say the person knows him. So I don't know. Let me see. Man throws object. Okay, right man leaders build the surprise. Okay, so I don't know. So let's get back to this. Okay, so Nigel Farage has been offered additional private security by Home Office after milkshake and other objects were thrown at him during campaigning and general election. For more on this and other news, protect the racist, got it, loud and clear. They are very loud about it. The racism is deep in this one. Okay, he didn't know the girl. Okay, so I'm looking, I don't see that. Okay, it wasn't the girl in the photo, she came forward. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe it's another incident. Okay, it's all Charles. If that man wanted his son to be protected, he would be protected. He doesn't care about Harry or the biracial grandchildren. And they kept dreaming USA government will ever grant anyone custody of Archie and Lili should God forbid the need arise. It's obvious it will be like sending them to the gallows. Well, we need to vote because the last president that was there, he does things based on pay to play. And then you see how many people will back him up. So people in the USA need to vote. Okay? Because this could easily happen if we don't vote and let this guy where pretty much all the GOPs are throwing the red carpet for him. And look at this. He's still not in jail after the amount of nonsense he did. Classified documents and all of these things, you know, he manipulates. It's like spitting on those people who work so hard to obtain this information, the people who die for those information. And this guy just came in and just, you know, spit on it and, you know, let our enemies just pay to view or whatever he was doing when he was president. So we have to make sure he doesn't get back in. Okay, well, the world just told on themselves they hate Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lili. I don't know. It seems like as we're getting closer to the oh no, that's a different thing. Oh no, I was right, because there's the appeal. Okay, I'm talking about the review of Harry's security, the review aspect. He was not suing, so the review originally did not go Harry's favor. And then that same judge who did the review prevent Harry from appealing it. So now, I think it was last week or the week before, appeal judge, I don't know how this happened, if it just happened over, I really don't know how it came about. But the news came out that the appeal judge allowed Harry to move forward with what regarding his security aspect. All right, so it's like there's more proof for him. It's proof after proof. Alright, well, the world just told on themselves. They hate Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet Diana. It's amazing to me how blatant they are and their racism while demanding the world to see the people of the UK as just wanting to stay British, as if that in itself isn't inflammatory for any society. Of course, many countries also has plenty of work to do. Don't at me. Okay, Britain, the land of double standard, racism, xenophobia, and hypocrisy. It's almost like I think it was it Australia or New Zealand? Either one of them. I'm not sure, but I think it's Australia. My memory is a little bit cloudy of which country. There was a native species in that particular land, either Australia or New Zealand. And then the people who lived there felt like that species was, you know, it bothers them. It didn't really fit into whatever their lifestyle, whatever it was. So they brought in, okay, they brought in an outsider, another sort of species. I don't remember which species are they. another species to come and like destroy the ones that they're having problem with. Okay, that particular one, to solve their problem, was not native to the land. So now I don't remember if it did its job, but now they're having problem with the things that they brought in. Okay, the reason I'm bringing this up here, this is the thing that the UK brought on themselves, because they brought in, because they're so freaking lazy, they didn't want to do the job. From what I understand, they brought in people outside to come and do the work, but now the people that did the work, you know, have their own children who were how do they call this thing? They have a term for it in the UK. I had to look it up because I didn't want people to come after me. I knew what I was talking about, but I forgot the terms. So it's the Windrush generation. So it was the British government looked to its overseas colonies for help and encouraged migration in an effort to fill the many job vacancies. Jamaicans, alongside other Caribbean, African, and South Asian groups, moved in their hundreds of thousands to the United Kingdom. Okay, this is what I was talking about. So now these people are there, they have kids and great grandkids, so they become part of the UK system. All of a sudden, this is what they're doing here. Now they have problem with it. It's almost, but anyway, let me leave that alone. Okay, so pretty much Harry's looking to get his security. His father prevented, claimed different sort of excuses, but now we're having this guy, I believe he's running, Nigel Farage, who's running for office or something. He's not even elected officials, but they boost his security. Okay, so if, let's say, somebody in the UK, when I don't know, they really showing who they are. Now, the other tweet that I put here, I'm gonna get back to the Nigel Farage here because I have more tweet that about it, about him getting the security. There was a video that I shared with you sometime last year, probably near the end of last year. So there was a video that I shared with you sometime last year. In that video, I had two different video clips that show, you know, the state of the UK. One of the video was this one where Farage and Patel were dancing, and another one, someone was in a bus, took a video of a line of people who were waiting to go to a pantry to get food and things like that. So the reason I'm sharing this is to show the differences of what's going on in the UK. While a group is imposing harsh kind of situation, and then at the same time the other ones are just dancing and having fun. It's okay to have fun, but not at the expenses of someone suffering. Okay, some people who are suffering. So that was the only reason I'm sharing this. So here it is here. Okay, so when it comes to summing up what's going on at the Conservative Party conference, phone footage of Priti Patel and Nigel Farage dancing and singing along to, quote, "Can't Take My Eyes Off of You," could hardly be more on point. Okay, so it's 9 seconds. I might have to mute the video, the sound, because I might get copyright, and I probably will put my own music in it. Alright, just look at them, the image, and there will be some screenshot, even though it's 9 seconds. Look at him, okay? Alright, I muted that. Look at him. All of them. Her, him. Look at this. Meanwhile, people are suffering out there. I can't believe this thing. Alright, I'm not gonna go over it. I just wanted to show you this. Okay, the video. This guy, just people suffering. I don't know. You make your mind up. Next tweet, still about security. Okay, let's pause. Okay, Prince Harry offered to pay for security and the government declined his offer. The government offered Nigel Farage private security because a milkshake and an empty cup was thrown at him. The Met Police are aware of the threat that Prince Harry and Meghan are receiving. Okay, so there's that here. The same screenshot. Nigel Farage has been offered additional private security by Home Office after milkshake and other objects were thrown at him during a campaigning for general election. Okay, so there's this video here.
How would you characterise the threats that Meghan and Harry received?
Well, disgusting and very real. I've talked publicly for many years about the threat of extreme right-wing terrorism in this country. I've often been misquoted as taking my eye off the ball, as though I think that that was the biggest threat. I've never called it the biggest threat, but it was the fastest growing. You know, and my wonderful friend and counterpart at MI5 will tell you exactly the same thing, that when I started in CT in 2015, counterterrorism, it was about 6% of our total workload. Certainly when I left 15, 16 months ago, it was over 20%
Wow.
of our workload.
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right in this
Absolutely.
country?
If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
So you were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on on more than one occasion, on several occasions?
We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
Okay, so this is the UK for you. Harry have had serious threats, but they don't want him to get security. Okay, we all watching. We see what's going on. All right, gotta protect that fascism. Okay, God is Harry's main protection, and his mom, Miss Dovia's mother. What's her name? Janice, I believe. Okay, and all our ancestors are putting the words out there to God and said, protect them. Okay, don't forget Jeremy Clarkson article about people should throw crap at Meghan along with the media, encouraging the public to boom when Meghan and Harry come. Okay, every restriction and ridiculous protocol, every pseudo regulation and ban, it's only ever applied to Harry and Meghan, no one else. That will continue in the same way with their children. I'm so glad they're no longer in Great Britain. They stand hard, won freedom. The right-wingers can stand that. This is another example of why Harry and Meghan had to leave. Again, whenever I see this, let's just say it's the brother who pushed them out. Maybe they are communicating in a way that we don't know. Because I don't have that portion in the Oprah interview where Harry was saying he feels for them. They are in a cage. They are trapped. So maybe this is a way of communicating with Harry, because Charles and William are scared of the media. Harry is not. So maybe that was a way for them to say, get out of here. I don't know. That's the only way I could say this, because someone who is a king, shouldn't you have a say about your son? I don't know. These people are so prejudiced that they are willing to put their prince's life in danger if it means the pearl won't stay under their control. Okay, they want a repeat of August 31st, 1997. That's when Princess Diana passed. Diana the Sussexes, period, in my humble opinion. There have been no threats or car chases or object thrown at him. No need for the security he is after. Who is this person making reference to? Because Harry and Meghan have had the car chase in New York. So maybe the Farage guy? Let me see, there's two comments underneath it. Okay, I don't see it, so let's leave that alone. Okay, they've played into Harry's lap with this. He can use this as part of his argument. Yep. Let's see here. Okay, how do you know they play into his lap unless you receive those real threats? I wonder if you start receiving them, how you will feel. Simmer down, please. Okay, I understand what this person is saying here. It's like another example for him why he should get the security that he's demanding. Okay, the double standard and hypocrisy, appalling. Yeah, I was puzzled at that too. So Farage get better security than Prince Harry. UK puzzles me. Alright, now I know why. I had the feeling that the milk shit was a drill. We all know what that's about. Someone said that someone he knows. I didn't see it. So maybe he did it on purpose so he could get that. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Well, Meghan shouldn't keep telling the paps where she is and... Oh, shut up. Okay, let's respond to this. How do you know this when we haven't seen her since the Nigeria trip? Everything Harry and Meghan do are private, even their work. We know about their work after everything is completed. Full-blown delusional of your imagination. Alright, someone else said something here. And you know she does this because you heard her call them with your own ears, or you read it in the Mail or the Sun. There's that here. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Oh my god, I'm already 20 minutes. Let's do another one regarding security. I was supposed to do this since one. For some reason, my husband all of a sudden wanted to fix his bike and he was making noise. So I waited until he finished. Okay, next tweet. Nigel Farage, a racist and political disaster, get private security paid for by the Home Office. War veteran Prince Harry, his beautiful biracial wife and kids deny all security by the Home Office. I know where I will want my taxpayers' money going. Okay, so there's an article. Maybe it was to there. I'll leave the link of this. Okay, you guys could read it. Okay, the link will be in the description. Maybe this is where the information about the person he knows. I don't know. Okay, Prince Harry was requesting to pay for it himself and was denied. Okay, what has he said or done? That's racist. Oh my god. Let's see, there's one comment here. Okay, I can't see it. Alright, there's that. Harry was actually asking to pay for it himself, still denied. What is that? That's an ad. Agreed. However, they are punishing Harry by any and all means necessary. They won't stop punishing Harry ever. The one thing you'll never do to abusers is bring their abuser to light, which is what he's being punished for. Okay, unfortunately, the corrupt establishment is controlled by the Fleet Street hacks, which Prince Harry has multiple lawsuits pending. That's another thing too. God, I hope you're not a real doctor. Okay, who's that? Oh, whatever. Professional courtesy. Nigel lives here. I don't understand these people. Harry risks his life. He's still helping people in the UK. This is the name calling. Oh my god, Princess Diana had to go through hell with these people. And then when she died, they all pretend they care. They were crying and all of that, putting tons of flowers. And then these are the same group who's going after her son. And then they refuse to see the barbaric behavior of the institution. I don't understand these people. Okay, Harry gets security when he is in the UK. The court found that this was legal sound. Harry gets security when he is in the UK. The court found that this was legally sound. Okay. Am I missing something? There was the review. And then it was recently the appeal court told Harry he could pursue for them to review. Did this already happen? Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? 15 people like it. I don't see any comment here. Okay, let's see here. After this, I'll go to the next one. Let's read. Okay, that's an ad. Let's read this one and then go into that. But you must also believe that no legitimate politician should face the risk of physical abuse during a democratic election, regardless of how much you may not support their politics or how much they may not represent yours. This is fundamental to democracy. Yes, it is. But there's Harry too. Look at this. They make perfect excuses for everybody else. But for Harry, they throw him to the wolves. Let's see here. Okay, and after this one, I'm going to the next tweet that I have. This is despite his service in Afghanistan making him the target of the Taliban. And then they're stirring. Let's not forget, the people in the UK who's writing those papers are stirring the pot to allow these, I don't know, the Taliban people or whatever to, to go after him. These people, when they're talking about how do you call this, terrorists? The terrorists are those people who's writing those things. These are the same groups. Okay, Taliban, his wife and children being publicly targeted due to their race and receiving death threats, and he himself being a target of neo-Nazis that wanted him dead for marrying a mixed race woman. Oh my God, God help us. Okay, so these are the proofs. 2012, Prince Harry on Taliban hit list. The Taliban say it is determined to kill Britain Prince Harry, who is serving in Afghanistan. His previous deployment 4 years ago was cut short after security concern. A Taliban spokesperson who spoke to AFP by telephone from an undisclosed location says the Taliban will do its best to kill Prince Harry and other British troops based in the southern province of Helmand. The 27-year-old Apache helicopter pilot will spend 4 months based at the heavily fortified Camp Bastion. Britain's Ministry of Defense said any risk, quote, has been and will continue to be assessed. Okay, so when was this? 2018. Palace fears for Duke and Duchess of Sussex safety after BBC publicized neo-Nazi propaganda calling for Harry to be shot. Oh my God. This is unbelievable. Meanwhile, we know they are behind all of this because they like to play two-faced. This is something I hope every other country who's dealing with the UK see their tactic, because they play two-faced. Look how quickly they got themselves out of the EU, and look what's happening in the EU right now. They know they are part of the destruction that is happening around the globe. They're playing two-faced. You have the former prime minister speaking to the enemy privately with no third person around to hear what's going on as a witness, this type of things. These people are not to be trusted on anything. My goodness, there's this here, Meghan's anthrax threat terror. Urgent police probe as white powder is sent to royal couple and letters to palace. God help us. You are their ultimate protector. That's it. Racist podcast host called for Prince Harry's. Oh my God, there's this. You could just read it. This is ridiculous. Okay, so there's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Again about security. The reason the squad are talking about this, these are the real threat that they are facing, and then they're denying them those the security that he deserves. All right, so I have these things someplace else here. Nigel Farage is not an elected member of parliament. As a British citizen, he's being offered additional private security by the Home Office after someone threw milkshake and paper cup at him. But another British citizen, Prince Harry, another British citizen, Prince, even son of the head of state. Okay, so there's all of that. I read this already. And there's this. You could pause and read. God help us. Jesus Christ. God help us. Okay. There's the thing here. This is the thing that I was talking about. February 28, 2024. Prince Harry loses a court challenge over being... See, it was a challenge, a review. He was not suing them. Okay. That was always my understanding of it. Prince Harry loses a court challenge over being stripped of a UK security detail. He plans to appeal. Okay. And then the appeal, the judge who did the thing prevented him from appeal. But I think it was sometime last week. Something came out of nowhere. I saw it on my timeline, and I think I shared it on my community board, that they granted him to appeal that move. Okay. To deny him security. They granted him to appeal it. Okay, Harry's dad said even if harm was to come to him, Harry, the British public won't mind. Evil Papa comes to mind. Okay, I remember I saw this headline somewhere, but I don't have the screenshot of it. I remember this. Okay, I hope it has set a good precedent for Harry's team argument. The Duke is not asking for preferential treatment, but for a fair and lawful application of Warwick's own rules, ensuring that he received the same consideration as others in accordance with Warwick's own written policy. Maybe some of the people who runs Warwick or whatever, maybe they're doing all of this on purpose to because they can't act on it. They're not the one who create the rules and the law. They cannot do their own thing because the king have a say. So maybe they're doing this to give Harry example. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm making reference in terms of how fast they quickly give Farage security. This is what I'm thinking. They quickly give it to him, so at least to give Harry an example. Look, we're giving him security. There's no restriction. So use that when you do your argument, because they cannot, because the king said don't give him security, so the people cannot disobey the king and do whatever they want. But this guy, they did it according to whatever rules they have. But for some reason, the king said don't give his son security. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right or wrong or anything. I'm just thinking on top of my head and share my opinion. That's all. Okay, and why? In my humble opinion, it's because someone told the Home Office not to do anything for Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet. Simple as that. I think so too. The British establishment is trash. Pure and simple racist trash. Okay, so he's being protected from milkshake at the taxpayer's expense. Alright, this can only help Harry's case. That's the way I see it too. Okay, these people are hypocrites. Hypocrisy of the so-called civilized class society. God, again, you are Harry and Meghan's ultimate protector. That's all. Okay, be with them every time they step outside their home. Next tweet. Alright, so there's this here. Quote, I even wrote letters to his family saying, please, it's very clear the protection of me or Archie is not a priority. I accept that. That is fine. Please keep my husband safe. I see the death threats. I see the racist propaganda. Please keep him safe. As I'm reading this, Meghan was probably the only one who actually has Harry's back. Meghan, I mean, not just because of this security aspect of things. Overall, since Princess Diana passed, okay, I'm removing Harry's mother's side of the family kind of thing, but really stand up and, you know, has his back as an anchor. Meghan is the only one, I think, who have shown that to Harry, and Harry recognized that. And I think when people like that who really never get that kind of a support, when someone who's really dedicated and showing that strong support anchor, I think sometimes they feel like it's strange. Am I making sense? I think at the beginning, probably Harry was probably feel kind of weird about that, because he's always doing things to protect himself only. He did his best to just keep himself safe, because everyone around him were like pretty much, I don't know, scavengers and people who wanted to take advantage of him in front of him because he's a prince. They're all nice, but no one really truly got his back, no matter what. Maybe there were, I don't know. Just in case some of you are not looking at the screen, I put a picture of Nacho. Nacho is not part of this equation that I'm talking about, okay? Nacho got Harry's back from the get-go. But I just have a sense here as I'm reading this. Harry probably, at some point during Harry and Meghan's relationship, I think there was some kind of like, wow, this woman got my back, this kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just talking, okay? I mean, it sounds weird for even saying this, but that's the sense that I'm getting as I was reading this. So let's continue. Please don't pull his security and announce to the world when he and we are most vulnerable. And they said it's just not possible. Okay, so this is the thing here. And one of the comments I just responded, like this person was saying, oh, so Meghan should not say where she's at or something like that. They never say anything publicly. It's the, you know, when they're in the UK, things were keep on leaking left and right. They talk to them, you know, Harry and Meghan talk to his family, you know, confidentially. Next thing you know, things is on the tabloid. I mean, come on. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, it would have been possible. There's that here. And I think I responded to that. And here, I think this is where Meghan was like, I don't give a shit about this place anymore. She was done. I have never seen Meghan's face like this ever in my entire, well, let's just say since I've been covering her, because I've seen even past photos of her when I wasn't even following her. Past photos of her. Her face never looked that drained. And Harry was done too. Look at his face. Okay, the royal family has no honor, respect, or dignity to the people they serve, much less their family. Side note, watching Charles and the company wears their uniform at Normandy's 80th anniversary was nothing short of stolen valor. Abolish the monarchy. Okay, Meghan had come to terms with Charles not accepting her and Archie. I think so too. But she had tried to ensure that Charles at least protect his son, Harry. That's what from that statement here. Charles has little time left, and William carries hate toward his brother. If anything happens to Harry and his family, the royal family mafia will be in trouble. It will fall like a house of cards. Okay, this photo breaks my heart. Yeah, I said it the moment that I saw the video. Their loyalty is with racist politicians like Nigel Farage. Yeah, this for me is why I will always think highly of Meghan, no matter what she decided to do when it comes to Harry's family. That she recognized her and her child's life meant nothing to those horrid peoples must have been very painful. May Charles never know peace until he goes to hell. Okay, breaks my heart. They're so evil. This still makes my heart ache. Quote, please, it is very clear the protection of me or Archie is not a priority. I accept that. That family is pure evil and racist at its core. Yeah, I mean, this is where the thing originated. When you see the thing that's going around the world, I've always said that it started over there. My goodness, evil originated in the UK. I don't know, maybe this is why the spotlight is on them now, because it's showing their core values, and then they are on full blast for the world to see. This was a dangerous situation they were placed in. You can catch a glimpse of the elephant's weight they were made to put up with. Alright, let's pause this GIF. I remember when this photo first came out, you can see or feel how gut-wrenching it's been for Harry, the loss for his grandma and commander-in-chief and his only ally, or one who loved them within the family. For Meghan, the hate from within the family, press, and people. And for what? Like nothing. God don't like ugly.
You are making people want to kill me. It's not just a tabloid. It's not just some story. You are making me scared. Right? And like that night, to be up and down in the middle of the night, looking down my hallway, like, are we safe? Are the doors locked? Is security on? Is everything? That's real. Are my babies safe? And you've created it for what? Because you're bored, or because it sells your papers, or it makes you feel better about your own life? It's real what you're doing. And that's the piece I don't think people fully understand.
So let's go to the next tweet. I'm almost done. I believe I have, okay, 3 tweets. Okay, that's still a lot. I remember looking for this picture the other day. I was making reference to it. Look at Harry's face. When I first came across this picture, and I was like, something must have happened over there. Either, this is my original thought when I first saw this picture. Either William hit on Meghan when Harry wasn't around, and then Meghan put him in his place. And then when Harry came, Meghan mentioned it to Harry, and then something went on. That was my original thought when I saw this image. But after Spare, and we came across where there was the push, there's the finger pointing and all of that, the dog bowl things where Harry fell and don't tell Meghan and all of that. He's afraid of Meghan. I am positively sure about that. He is afraid of Meghan, because I feel that Meghan was the only one after Princess Diana who actually put him in his place, and ever since then he's been afraid of Meghan. This is my original ultimate thought of that. He is afraid of Meghan, and this is why he's throwing all his dogs after her, because he himself cannot deal with Meghan. This is what I think. Okay, so this is the tweet here. It's so sad knowing that the root cause of the last 8 years of bile and vitriol against Harry and Meghan is an heir who has the heart for his brother's wife. Could be that, but also afraid, because Meghan put his finger, told him don't put his finger at her. Billy the Bully's petty insecurity and jealousy toward Harry was always there from the start. Alright, so it's 2 minutes. I don't even, yeah.
Harry will go. Alright, Harry will have all the fun then. No, it's alright.
Yep, since he was a child. And there's this thing below it. Still a tweet. Yep, ever since he was a child. Okay, you see Princess Diana giving William the first choice to play with the bunny. He rejected the bunny. And then when they give it to Harry, all of a sudden, he wants it. And this is the thing that I'm saying. William will never be satisfied with any woman he is with, because that jealousy, he will always see something that could be better. Okay, so that's that. Any woman who ends up with him, that's your own doing. There's no petty anymore. No feeling sorry for you. All right, because you see the writing is on the wall. So let's finish watch this video. You see?
Can I hold him? Can I hold him? Can I? Can I hold him? No. Can I hold him?
The Princess of Wales made sure young Harry was centre stage for the well-practiced wave. Then the elder brother tried to take charge, but Harry wasn't having any of it.
That alone just show you a couple things that was ahead to come. Oh, this one I can't stand it. He fought to really pick up the puppy. When he finally got the grip, this idiot come and said, put it down. Okay? Still, don't touch it.
I'm thinking I've got my older brother at the school, he'll be looking after me, when in fact he just ignored me.
I pulled away again. He grabbed me again, twisting me to maintain eye contact. Harold, you must listen to me. I just want you to be happy, Harold. I swear on Mummy's life.
Oh my God.
He stopped. I stopped. Pa stopped. He'd gone there. He'd used the secret code, the universal password. Ever since we were boys, those 3 words were to be used only in times of extreme crisis. On Mummy's life. For nearly 25 years, we'd reserved that soul-crushing vow for times when one of us needed to be heard, to be believed quickly, for times when nothing else would do. It stopped me cold, as it was meant to. Not because he'd used it, but because it didn't work. I simply didn't believe him.
Wow. And then he used that again, calling his mom paranoid. Yeah, Princess Diana had enough with that. Yeah, even though she's gone. Still a 3-year-old toddler inside. I think so too. I believe Kate loved Harry more than her husband. He was cool, handsome, kind, and fun. Everything really isn't. Well, this woman wanted everything. Well, I guess they both deserve each other, because these two wanted everything. You cannot have everything. And I remember when I was watching their wedding, and CNN was saying something as if Harry should be should take paper. And I'm like, how cool. That was the thought when I heard that. And I said, how could one family take both boys? Why would one family take both boys? Okay, so there's that. Okay, totally. Harry is all the wonderful thing. Bully really is not. Where does Harry think Kate is? Who knows? Nobody knows where Kate is. How would you know how somebody thinks? When a man's wife and his mistress get the same shoes as his brother's wife, and that man whispers, quote, wear them for me. Okay. If the rumors are true, the man doesn't fancy the woman variety. Yep. I don't think so too. What a circle, bombastic side eyes. Harry is onto Sneaky Willie. Harry understands William very well. Alright, next tweet. Okay, 2 more. Alright, so this, okay, I'm sort of done with the security. So these are the 3 tweets that I have. Okay, there's this one here. Princess Di, African American community. Let's put that first. I'm gonna change this. The one that you see on the screen is gonna be after what I'm gonna show you here. Okay, so let's focus with Princess Diana and then some other motivational kind of thing. Next tweet. So there's this here. She left so much goodwill within our community. The love some of us had for her ended up saving her son, grandson, and daughter-in-law. Okay? Quote, my mother loved your mother, End quote. Tyler Perry told Prince Harry after Harry asked why Perry was helping them after Prince Charles abruptly removed their security. Okay, so this is the thing here, paying it forward. Princess Diana knew that. And what Princess Diana was doing there, all those things that she was doing while she was alive, that also was for William. When the institution turned its back on, let's say, what they doing to Harry, the world would have come for William's, backup. But instead, he sided with his mother's tormentors, and then joined in. This is the thing here. The same playbook that, what's that one? The one we can't see, the wife, Kate Middleton did, join in, and now she's no longer there. That's the same faith that I see for William. He thinks he has the upper hand now, but these people that he joined in, what they do, they eat each other. Literally eat each other, because when things don't go their way, they don't care. They'll, destroy each other. So William is on the wrong side, even though they're showing how strong and powerful they are, but the level of nature is not going well for them. Look at Princess Diana. She literally was having a good time. Look at her smiling. That's a genuine smile here. And I think many times when she's with these ladies, not just the black communities or whatever, even in the UK, I have videos. I'm telling you, YouTube does not want these videos to be shown. There are places sometimes she will just show up where places that help women, and they will talk and discuss, and I think she was providing herself with those type of help. She joined in, meanwhile she was getting the help, getting a different perspective to ease her mind. Okay, so these are some of the things Princess Diana was doing, paying it forward for her boys, for their respective roles in the future. Harry recognized the help, William doesn't. All right, all of these groups that you see. Okay, Meghan came with her armies already, 3 million plus, when she married into that family. But the communities, like Tyler Perry's type of, his mother's group type of things, okay, were there for William as well. But what William is displaying to the world, really, I'm sure there will be still some who will be there for him, but the true core who saw and understand what he is doing to Harry, who sees what he is doing to Harry, they will reject that. They'll be like, nope, no, that's not right. Okay, so Princess Diana was establishing the foundation for them, for Harry and William. There they are here. You see the way Princess Diana has her eyes here? Her head somewhat down, but her eyes is up. You know who has that same type of look? William has it, and Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte displayed this same kind of mannerism. I talked about it once, in an old video. And this is Princess Diana's secretaries, who sort of witnessed Princess Diana confronted Camilla when at a party or something like that.
When you saw her, which is mentioned in the documentary, when you saw her confront Camilla, were you surprised?
No, I wasn't surprised. This was the occasion of Camilla's sister's birthday. And she and the Prince of Wales went to this party, which to me was slightly surprising, because Diana must have known this was going to be a difficult one, knowing that Camilla would be there. But that wasn't for me to say. I did my bit, we arrived. And I'll never forget it, because when Diana arrived at this house and this party, I didn't think even the guests themselves were expecting Diana to be there. And it was like freeze-framing a picture from a period piece of history, people dressed in their black tie and dresses, and suddenly this was...
I walk into the house and stick my hand out to Camilla for the first time and think, phew, got over that. We were all upstairs and I was chatting away, and I suddenly noticed that there was no Camilla, no Charles upstairs. So this disturbs me.
But, Diana had arrived. But anyway, some hour later, I heard my voice being shouted out. I was having something to eat in the kitchen. And Diana said, I can't find my husband or Camilla.
So I make my way to go downstairs again. I know what I'm going to confront myself with. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Then I don't go down there. I just go to find my husband.
And I said, well, what do you want me to do about that? Well, she did say, I want you to come with me. But anyway, we eventually confronted Giles and Camilla, who were sat on a sofa talking somewhere else in the house. And Diana, remarkably calm.
I go downstairs, and there's a very happy little threesome going on downstairs. Camilla, Charles, and some other man who I didn't know, chatting away. So I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down and joined in the conversation as though we were best friends. Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable.
Said to Camilla, look, don't treat me like an idiot. I know what's going on.
I put her head down. She said, oh yes, right. I said to the two men, okay boys, I'll just have a quick word with Camilla and I'll be up in a minute. And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What was she going to do? So I said, Camilla, you'd like to sit down. So we sat down and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like to know that I know exactly what's going on.
Said to Camilla, look, don't treat me like an idiot. I know what's going on.
And she said, I don't know what you're talking about.
And at that point, Camilla said something really strange, which, as I said in the film, never really understood it. She said, it's okay for you. You've got two wonderful boys.
And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles. And I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got two beautiful children, what more would you want?
She said, it's okay for you. You've got two wonderful boys.
And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time.
Now, I knew at this particular point, any chance of any reconciliation here was seriously out of the question.
I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you know?
And as I say in the film, that this was then the real beginning of the end, because at that point, Diana, post the separation, began a solo career in Paris, in Pakistan.
It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others.
So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you know?
I think he said there are a couple hundred, but Princess Diana have a handful. And then you could see who's more successful. And then even though Charles has much more than Princess Diana, but Princess Diana's work speaks volume. And then on top of it, Charles still get jealous of Princess Diana's popularity. I don't understand. They want everything, but they're doing stupid things. But that's the image here. Okay, every time I see the picture with the ladies, especially the one cracking up to her left, it makes my heart smile. You can just tell Diana was so down to earth. Yep, Harry is like her. She welcomed all people and then have any airs about her. It's is the other soul lack. Okay, Princess Diana was so real and genuine. Okay, I remember it all like it was yesterday. They literally set out to destroy this beautiful soul just because she was so popular and beloved. Instead of seeing her as an asset, they wanted her gone because the perceived rivalry with the queen. Diana was adored worldwide. There's all of that here. My goodness. And she's still working her magic in heaven. My goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Let's read some and then that's it. Okay, when we compare the first photo, you have here with her the picture where Camilla is lifting the girl's sleeve. What? Camilla is lifting the girl's sleeve. We can have two people more different from each other. Alright, that's a different language. This just broke me. Nana Diana watching over those precious grandbabies. Yeah, I think so too. Alright, so this has nothing to do with royals. This is just American kind of thing. I could stop now, but let's just really. So this is the thing that I've been saying since the last election, the major election, is that African American, Native American, and some Hispanic, this is what held democracy on a string. So now more people's eyes are being open to see the nonsense that was going on. I don't know. Majority of white people have a hard time to see reality because they live in a delusional world. But eventually the light comes through. Many of them are seeing what many African American, Native American, pretty much the groups that help keep democracy alive, enough for them to see what was going on. Okay, so we're gonna listen to this video. It's gonna be a screenshot, but just pay attention to the audio. Quote, never underestimate the American people, end quote. Ruth Ben Gate. Who's that? Ruth Ben Gate. Who's that? Authoritarian fascism, propaganda, democracy, whatandgate.com, professor history, NYU consultant. Okay, so this is her background. 234.3 thousand followers. Okay, maybe I'll follow her, because if she's saying, I sort of heard what she said, so let's follow her. Okay, so there's that here. On the power of nonviolent movement on majority rules activism. Okay, so let's listen. 43 seconds.
It's important to realize what we're up against. But I also, one of my mantras is never underestimate the American people. I mean, in the last years, we had two of the most giant nonviolent mass protest movements in history. The Women's March, which nobody talks about anymore, which led to an electoral outcome in the midterms of 2018. So many women got elected. And then we had Black Lives Matter, the largest, again, in U.S. history, with over 20 million people, multi-generational, multiracial. This was a giant phenomenon.
And during that time, I raised that aspect as well. Go on PYTE. These are on PYTE. Because I remember when I was looking at the images, and I said, this is very powerful, because you're not only seeing African American doing this, there were different groups who were joining it and sort of wrong. Okay, so this is something like that she's saying here. Go on PYTE, the dates are there, whatever. Okay, because I did raise that aspect. So let me move it back slightly.
Generational, multiracial. This was a giant phenomenon that in a pandemic that then flowed into the results, many firsts in 2022. So it's important to realize what we're up against.
Okay, it's playing over. Let me read whatever's there and then move to the next one. Like Splendid Lauren. Okay, so there's more. So there's more stuff here. These are political. So this one, again, has nothing to do with royals or politics. This is a woman, I think, who's seeking for help. This is very heartbreaking. I read some of the comments, some people, blaming her or whatever. But we know what happened when some people don't think logically, throw their kids in the trash, literally in the trash. And there's one not too long ago, this young lady who was pregnant, literally at a hospital, gave birth, and then I think strangled the child and then lie about it. Everything was caught on video. But you have this woman here. Let's listen, okay? Struggling and doing the best that she can. And then some people are saying, why are you recording it or whatever? One of the things that I said is that maybe a young woman who's going through similar aspect, this is another perspective, another option that there is out there for this woman or anybody who's going through some hard time that they could do instead of killing the child. Once the baby is born, you do your best to keep it alive. But let's listen. Why would she do this on a Facebook live stream though? Alright. Mother goes viral after dropping off her kids at CPS. She says she has no help and needs to focus on school, work, and her health, but will come back for them. And I think this is the best thing she could do. She probably tried all other options. But the one thing I'm applauding her for is to not do the unthinkable. She's doing her best. You could see she still loves her children, but she can't no more. People need to be compassionate and understanding. Alright, so it's 1 minute and 30 seconds. Unfortunately, I cannot just play it completely, but when I come across certain parts, there's this one right here, you could see she's, wiping away the tears. It really hurts her to do this. And I think this is her recording it, in my humble opinion, because sometimes when kids are being adopted, they think their parents don't love them. They think the unthinkable. But sometimes at the moment, it's just hard for the parents to deal with the issue of raising the child. And they feel, I never been in that situation, but knock on wood, never will be, or any member of my family. But in that moment, they may feel that the best thing for the child is for someone who is capable of raising them, giving them the best possible life that other family can and she cannot. Okay, is best for the child. And then she's recording it, probably maybe in the future her children will see it. I don't know how many kids she has. Her children and herself to say, I was trying. Look at the tears. Okay, so let's listen.
It really don't matter, but because this is because I love them, and this is hard. Like,
you see,
this is killing me.
I could see that.
But it's for the better. Like, it's for me to get my life better and focus on my schooling, my career, my health. Number one, my health, so I don't fucking die, because I can't do shit for them if I'm dead. I can't stop stressing if I don't have help. So it's like, and it's like the dads didn't want to help me. They wanted to see me beat.
There it is. The father's not there, so she's trying her best. She's on her own. I don't know why some people don't see that. She's trying. She probably did every single option possible, and she probably got to the brink where the best option is to, put the kids into the system. It may not be the best, but it is the best for her at the moment.
Lost everything so many fucking times.
Wow, look at the tears.
But you know what? Like I said, I'm gonna come back for them.
See this?
And as far as the whole foster home thing, like, will it be open? Will I still be able to see them, bring them gifts and stuff? Like,
what they'll do is they'll set up visitation for you. Usually here at the agency or designation place, whatever the court orders, and you'll be able to see them weekly.
Okay, that's even better, that I can still see them.
Wow.
And I can still provide for them, right?
Correct.
Birthdays.
Gifts and have all that. Because we're going to encourage that, because our goal is reunification, to give you the house that you need so you're not overwhelmed, and that you can, provide for your kids. I can tell that you care for them. You're just completely overwhelmed. I get that.
Yeah, because, it's only so much I can do.
Wow.
I just...
This is very heartbreaking. She loves her kids, but she just can't. She just can't. Alright, so there's me here. I commend her for doing this. She's alone. She's trying her best. Thank God there's places like this for people in her situation. I hope others who's going through similar situations sees her video. This is one of many options to turn to. Some do worse than this. I applaud her. She cares. Yeah, she cares for the kids. I didn't have any more thing. Alright, so this is it for the video. Let me send her a prayer. What kind of prayer should I say here? Prayer for mothers. Let's just say whatever popped up. Prayer for mothers, okay? For mothers. Because you could feel her pain, the tears that coming. Okay, here are some prayers for mothers. Gratitude. God and gentle God, we pray in gratitude for our mothers and for all the women of theory who have joined with you in the wonder of bringing forth a new life. All right, something said, let me read that one. From sources across the web, please bless our mothers, ease their worry for the families you entrust to them, guide them in the time of doubt, and hold them close when they are overwhelmed. That's what she was feeling here. Overwhelmed by both joy and sorrow, may they know our deep gratitude for giving us life and love and union with Mary. We ask this through Jesus Christ, our Son. Yeah, she was going through stuff. You could feel her pain. I hope she get her life together and then be able to get her kids back, because she still wants to see them, provide, and check on them for their birthdays and stuff like that. If the communication keeps going, the kids will still have a connection with her instead of just bloop, there's a stop. The kids don't see her no more, and there's no communication. This is where the attachment will be gone completely. They will not feel anything for her later on. But if she continue seeing them, and the families who's either adapting them and watching over them while she's getting herself better, I'm sure they will pick up things. And she's setting up the rules. She's saying she wants to see them for birthdays and all of that. So she's setting up the rules. So I hope she gets that, and the kids get the best possible upbringing. And then I hope the kids, when they grow up, to understand the pain, the position that their mothers were going through, and then forgive her for that and continue to love her for what she did for them. Because this is hard. Life is hard. Many people who never been into any sort of heartache will never understand this. So let's hope that family stick together and be one, and the kids, especially the kids, forgive her, the mother, for whatever it is, so they don't feel anything like the mother then loved them, because sometimes those kids do end up thinking that way. Okay, so I'm glad she recorded it. Why? Not only to remind herself this is the position that she was in at that time, and then if the kids get to see that video, they could see the pain that she was in at that time. Okay, so it's good for both parties. And as well, the third one is other people who's going through it, because we've seen other people who go through the entire process of pregnancy, have healthy kids, and then they throw it in the garbage, even though there are places that will take them in. But for some reason, they don't think logically, and they feel like the best thing at the moment is to throw it in the garbage, where evil take their minds. All right. Meanwhile, they could go to a fire station, a police station, you name it. They will take the child because safety. If the child is already born, they want the safety, the well-being of the child. So any person who's going through similar things, this is another option that there is out there. Okay, and I think it's a perfect example. Okay, and she's by herself. She mentioned the fathers don't want to help or whatever. So there's that. She did the best for herself. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Don't forget to check my shop, see if you like some stuff to help support my channel. Alright, so I pretty much talk about everything on this channel, but I try to focus on Harry and Meghan as much as possible. But when I see certain things on Twitterville, I bring it to your attention because I have something to say. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
Vanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
You are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.